sports contract negotiations to me are always fun, right? Especially once one or both sides starts leaking to the media jackals, trying to sway the public opinion their way just to make the other side look unreasonable. It's fun because you can always tell which side is leaking the info because, again, going back to Cicero, cui bono, who benefits, right? To whom's benefit? And it's just so blatantly transparent. But also, I don't think that the sides leaking or even the media realize how blatantly obvious it is. And it's really funny. So just using two brain cells, putting together tea leaves, it's a lot of fun. So there's been a handful of leaks already so far about the Dalvin Cook holdout thing. Well, first off, the one from Schefter about Dalvin Cook's going to be holding out, that's obviously from Dalvin's camp. It was like, we're going to hold out. Yeah, he's putting down the iPad, Microsoft Surface tablet, and he's walking away. Even though with the new CBA, he can't hold out and get an accrued season towards free agency, but whatever. So Doogie tweeted this one out. Thoughts on Cook and the Vikings not looking for all that close to McCaffrey money. If they'd offered what David Johnson got in 2018, 3 for 19, he'd probably say yes. Sure, that's a lot of money, but the offense goes as he goes, IMO. Time left to reach deal, but Vikings will have to budge. Now, sister that on to Chad Graff. So he tweeted this, Chad Graff, The Athletic. Dalvin Cook isn't asking for Zeke McCaffrey money, but something more like David Johnson, $13 million. Vikings offering more like Melvin Gordon, $8 million per year money. So we pointed this out in the live stream. It's very interesting that they said basically the same two things to start off with. Well, he's not looking for top-end McCaffrey or Zeke money, but he would settle for David Johnson money. So that speaks to me that their source is probably Dalvin's agent, or hell, even Dalvin himself. Like, he's like, oh, no. We're not looking for top-end running back money. We would settle for this. I mean, that second tier, that David Johnson, nice, even though everyone fails to mention that David Johnson contract was horrible because David Johnson had health issues going into it. Same thing applies to Dalvin Cook. But then Chad also adds in that the Vikings are at Melvin Gordon money, $8 million per year, which is not a lot. It's not great. Like, the running back market is shot, but still $8 million per year. What Dalvin Cook is potential. What he's potentially able to do if he stays healthy for a full 16. I mean, that's it's insulting. Yeah, it's insultingly low. And I agree. If the Vikings truly are offering something like 2 for 16 or 2 for 24, I don't think he should take it. Because I think that's below his market if he's able to maximize it. But again, that's a big if. That's why we're talking about if he plays 2019 and if he balls out, pay him all the money in the world. If he doesn't, Right. So also, I think that part is from Dalvin's party because they're like, it's insultingly low. $8 million per year. Get out of here. Shoot. It leads me to believe that both of their sources are Dalvin's camp. So the angle to the fans is like, hey. I mean, we're not being unreasonable here. We don't need to surpass Christian McCaffrey because the Panthers completely blew out the market, inking up Christian McCaffrey's 2 years before they had to, and then just giving him ridiculous money. Or, we're not going to hold the Vikings' feet to the fire, a la what Zeke did last year, doing an actual holdout into training camp and almost into the season before getting $15 million per. But the Vikings are being unfair with a complete low ball offer, right? Then next one. So Courtney Cronin. Couple tweets here. It's from June 8th, so Monday. Dalvin Cook has been playing the waiting game for an extension for months and without resolution as the offseason program progresses. Cook's decision to sit out the remainder until he gets a new deal shouldn't surprise anyone from sources I've spoken to in the recent weeks. And the time following the draft, Cook is looking for. Sources have told me the ideal figure is north of what Christian McCaffrey is making, $60 million per year, but it does not seem the Vikings can be in that ballpark. So first part, she said sources. So I think the first part says that, he's been waiting very patiently during the virtual offseason. I think that's pretty clearly Dalvin's camp. And then the part where they just throw in nonchalantly that he's looking for more than Christian McCaffrey. He's looking for more than the highest paid running back in NFL history just got. That's very clearly from the team. Because, like we said, what's the number one goal when leaking to the media and negotiating through the public? It's to make the other side look unreasonable. So Chad and Doogie, they got the ones like, he doesn't want top-end money. And then Cronin comes in with a whack. Of course he does. Boom. I mean, this is clearly to make Dalvin look like he's insane, asking for $16 million per year. So it's obviously from the team. So who knows what he's actually looking for and what the team is offering? Like, it's going to be somewhere in the middle. Like, who actually only knows that? Only the two sides in the room. And as this information gets leaked, to try and make the other side look bad, it's pretty easy just to follow the breadcrumbs and be like, Ha. And as we've said a bunch before, when things are quiet, that means negotiations are going well. That's why I think that the Anthony Harris, I mean, we haven't heard a peep about Anthony Harris ever since he signed his franchise tag, because I think that both sides are coming to the table in good faith, potentially working something out. And Spielman has this tradition. It's almost trademarked him that he announces a player's had an extension at the beginning of training camp or right at the beginning of training camp. So I think that could be Anthony Harris. But if things keep chirping between Dalvin and the Vikings and blah, 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 and blah, 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 I think this could get very contentious, and I think they're very far apart, because if the Vikings truly are at 8, take that with a grain of salt, and if Dalvin's truly at 17, take that to a grain of salt. Move a little bit closer, say the Vikings are at 10, say that Dalvin's at 14. That's still a lot. $4 million a year on a medical gamble. All the drama. Always so much drama with this team. But, all right, your thoughts. Dalvin Cook. Who are the leaks coming from? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. You want to support the work, pull us on the Venmo. Please give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skol, production value.